Hi, just a little intro before you watch the video. You saw that I was going to make mint cookie ice cream, which I am, but you saw I was going to do it for Henry. So this is a very specific breakdown version for any child to be able to make. So if you viewers are sitting there with your grandchildren or young children and they have a real interest in cooking, this is an amazing, amazing recipe for them to follow. But if you're interested in a more adult version, I will put out just a video of mint cookie ice cream, no churn, okay? All right, go ahead and watch the video. Hi, Henry. Now, Henry and I have not met, correct? But Henry is the son of a very good friend of mine, and she tells me he loves to cook. So Henry, this is you and I doing ice cream together. I think it's a delicious recipe, and I'm going to have everything out. I want you to get everything out and get everything ready, and we're going to do it together. Now we're making mint Oreo cookie ice cream. So the very first thing I did is I got 5 Oreo cookies and I put them in a bag and I just crunched them up. Okay, just so you have good chunks in there because you want to bite on the cookie part. So you get that done. So what I have is 2 cups of heavy cream, and it needs to be heavy cream. It's called heavy whipping cream or heavy cream, okay? So that's what you want. And your next ingredient is 1 cup of condensed sweetened milk. Now, it's not the whole can, it's almost the whole can, but it's not. So be sure you measure out 1 cup. Then you need 1/4 cup of whole milk, not skim, not reduced fat, whole milk. 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now the ingredients are going to be listed below, and when you look at the channel, underneath the writing there, it says more. Just hit on more, and it'll bring up a side panel, and it'll have all of the ingredients there. The reason you have all of these ready before you start is, number 1, you don't forget anything, you don't make a mistake, you don't get distracted and put in the wrong amount because you're taking your time to do it. This is called mirepoix. Mirepoix simply means have everything ready and measured before you start, okay? So, wait till you see how easy this is, Henry. You're not gonna believe it. Okie doke. The first thing we're going to do is put in our heavy cream. 2 cups. I didn't mention you're also going to want to have a spatula ready. Now what we are going to do is we're going to whip this on high for 20 seconds. You want to be really careful when you're using a blender and whipping cream, because in a split second, you can take that and turn it into butter. Butter is good, but butter is not what we're going for. So here we go. All right. This is called like a soft peak, okay? Can you kind of see that? It's got, if I can get down there and get it for you. See, it's kind of like, it's very, very soft peak. That's good. We want to scrape down the sides a little bit. And we're going to go for another 10 seconds. Now we should be looking at something that is a stiff peak. See that? That is a stiff peak. I don't like to waste anything. So we're going to get all of this goodness in here together. Now we're going to add 1 cup of condensed sweetened milk. And you want exact portions in here, so I'm taking a spatula and I'm scooping out all of the condensed milk. 1/4 cup of whole milk, less the amount I spill. 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, you want to get in there with your spatula and you want to mix this up because you want to make sure the milk and all of the condensed sweetened and the sugar and everything is all mixed up into that whipping cream. Put your lid back on. Don't forget the lid or your mom's going to have a fit. And you're going to now blend for another 20 seconds. Now you're going to pour it into a loaf pan. I'm using an actual ice cream container, but most people don't have this, and I'm sure your mom has this. Now the last thing we're going to put in, I forgot to put this out. I want you to put it out so you don't forget it, is mint or peppermint extract. And you want just a 1/4 teaspoon. Don't do it over your bowl because you might make a mistake and put too much in. And don't put in more than a 1/4 because it's pretty strong tasting. I'm going to put some food coloring in. So just a drop or 2. And this is going to go just for a couple of seconds. And you check the color. If you think it needs a little bit more, then put a little bit more color into it. It really depends on the type of color you're using. So it could be 2 or 3 drops, or it could be 4 or 5. So just lift it up and take a look at the color. And I think that's a pretty color of green. Now we're going to pour it into your container. Just like this. And this, Henry, is where you want to take a little bit of taste. That's what your ice cream is going to taste like. Whoa, it was good. All right, time for your cookies. Just dump them in. And I need another spatula because I took a taste off of that one. And just fold it in, just like this. You want to smooth it out on top. Now you'll take some plastic wrap, and you don't want to, get this turned around, you don't want to put it on top like that. You want to get it to where it sits down on the ice cream. This is stopping air from getting in there. If your mom has one of these loaf pans that has a top on it, that's good to use. I'm just putting the top on mine because I have one. But if you don't have a top for your loaf pan, don't worry about it. It's going to go into the freezer for 6 hours. And then you will be able to make a mint Oreo cookie ice cream cone. I'll see you in a little bit, Henry. Well, actually, It'll be 6 hours, but I will see you soon. Okay, Henry, here we are. We're done. It's been 6 hours, and now we have to see if we have something that's going to be exceptional that you are going to love. Remember, we have the wrap in there, the plastic wrap, so we're going to pull that away. Now, your ice cream should be set up just like my ice cream, all right? Now, we're going to do a Baskin-Robbins right now. Just swirl it in there. You see how beautiful it swirls? What do you think about that? And what do you think about that? Absolutely perfect mint Oreo cookie ice cream, just for you. Now, Henry, I want you to make this. Make it for your mom, Elizabeth. Hi, so happy to be able to do this for Henry. Henry, be sure to make it for your friends and for your siblings. Thank you so much. And all of you that are watching this, please, if you have grandchildren or children, do it with them. They will love it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending time. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe. Be sure to hit the little bell and come back anytime. Thank you. Bye. Bye.